a computer built in the 1970s that helped launch the personal computer age as well as a trillion-dollar company, has sold for $375,000. The fully functioning Apple-1 auctioned by Boston-based RR Auction was sold at a live sale Tuesday. RR says the winning bid came from a US-based businessman who wishes to remain anonymous. The computer is one of 60 or so remaining of the original 200 designed and built by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in 1976 and 1977, and one of 16 that still works. It sold back then for less than $700. The original owner offered to sell it to Wozniak in 1982 for $10,000, an offer that went unanswered. According to Wozniak, the Apple-1 was nothing compared to its successor in terms of power, but it set the stage for everything to come. The Apple-1 was ghastly underpowered compared to the Apple-2, said Mr. Wozniak in an email to the BBC on Tuesday. But this Apple-1 computer showed the world the formula for an affordable, useful computer. Cupertino, California-based Apple recently became the world's first publicly traded company to be valued at $1 trillion. The Apple-1 was restored to its original, operational state by expert Corey Cohen. The system operated without fault for approximately 8 hours in a recent test, and will even ship with its original keyboard designed and built during the 1970s. Apple co-founder Wozniak and Jobs only produced 150 models of the Apple-1 to sell to their friends and family. The pair marketed the computer system to the electronics chain Byte Shop in 1976, after the retailer bought the first 50 units. They originally went on sale for $666.66, as Wozniak liked repeating numbers. Despite the Apple-1 being famed for being the first consumer PC to ship ready to use with monitor and keyboard, it was delivered as just the motherboard. This meant users had to get hold of a power pack, keyboard, monitor, and cassette recorder of their own before they could use the device. Most early computers used different motherboards for each component within the computer. However, Wozniak decided to put them onto a single board. Wozniak chose to use a keyboard instead of the front panel switches featured on other early computers, to make it easier to use. A cassette recorder was used to store and load software onto the machine. The screen was slow by today's standards, displaying some 60 individual characters per second. It only shipped with around 8K of inbuilt memory. For reference, 8K is just enough to save a 1,000-word document. It shows the humble beginnings of Cupertino, California-based Apple, which recently became the world's first publicly traded company to be valued at $1 trillion, £0.8 trillion.